Hey everybody, it's Carmela here, your favorite business coach, here to share with you more business, more tools, more strategies to take your business to the next level. One of the things that I specialize in is helping you looking at your numbers and your prices, well, to help you master your numbers and your prices. To help you get in front of the right audience, to help you take control of your calendar so that you can schedule and time block properly to take your business to the next level. So if you need help in those areas, then I'm your girl. I'm your girl. I have a masterclass that's coming up on the 13th. I'd love for you to be a part of it. It's specifically designed to help make sure that you have the fundamentals in place in business. You know, when you get ready to build a house, you have to have a blueprint. And so before they can pour the foundation, before they can put up the walls, before they can do the ceiling, the very first thing you got to have is a blueprint. And so the masterclass for small business owners offers that blueprint for you. I'll be sharing my screen with you. I'll be giving you tools, tips, resources, and I'll be there to answer your questions. As many questions as you have, I'll be there to answer those questions for you, specific to your business as well. And so that's December the 13th. That class it's a $250 class, but it has been $99 since Black Friday. And I haven't changed it back. It is December 13th, 6:30 to 8:30. The only way it'll run longer is if you have a few more questions. We'll release everybody that needs to go at 8:30. And if you have some questions, I'll stay on a few more minutes and make sure you have your questions answered so that you can take your business to the next level. That's what I'm here for. So that masterclass is there for you. Now, when you jump on, say hello, let me know you're there. What business can I shout out today? Make sure you put your business name, tell me who it is that you serve and what problem you solve. Drop it in the comments and I'll be glad to share it if I can. If I can't say the name out loud, I'll make sure I point the people to your comment. So today we're going to be talking about, do we know you? And just simply means, do we trust, can we trust you? Because, let me tell you a secret. People do business with those that they trust. So that's the thing. Do your customers or your potential customers, can they trust you? Can they trust you? Oh, Miss Tina has showed up with bedazzled beads. She does exclusive customized jewelry. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. Tina McFarlane, bedazzled beads, customized jewelry. So we're not talking about manufactured jewelry. I'm talking about custom. And I love that. I love that. I love that she offers that. All right, let's jump in on today. One of the first things I want you to remember when you're trying to get people to do business with you, and you're trying to see why are my customer numbers are not picking up. Do the people trust you? Do the people know you? And it's okay for you to be authentic, and it's okay for you to tell your story. Tell your story. What struggles did you face? Because they want to know what makes you an expert in this area. And sometimes you learn from experience, right? You may not have a doctorate degree from a university, but you got 10, 15 years of experience in this thing. And people need to know that. They need to know that you're credible. So tell your stories. Tell us the struggles that you face and how you're using that to help me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I share with you all the time, it's because of the struggles that we had in business getting started in 2015. We didn't turn a profit for 2 years. It wasn't that we didn't have the content. It wasn't that we were not showing up. We just didn't know how to price. We lacked confidence in that area, and we didn't have anybody. See, I had coaches, but nobody would tell me how to price. They kept saying things like, well, if you're not confident in pricing, just charge what you're confident in. Well, if I just charge what I'm confident in, just getting started, it took me a whole lot longer to do what I needed to do because I didn't know how to find what the industry prices were for what it was that I was doing. And so I like to be that for other business owners, to have a safe place to go, a confidential place to go, so that we can dive into your numbers. We can dive into your plan, into your strategy, so that you can see how to take your business to the next level. So number one on today, and it's scrolling across your screen, is show up as the expert. Show up as the expert. You got to be growing every single day. And so when you're trying to get your customers get to know you, you're trying to build trust, you need to show up as the expert. Know the trends, stay ahead of the curve, understand the needs of your customers, and don't be afraid to answer those questions in advance when you're sharing and you're talking about the product or the service that you provide. Tell us, answer the questions that we would have in advance. Don't make me have to inbox you 5 times. Go ahead and talk to me as the expert. Even if, like we were talking about Be Dazzled with Tina a minute ago, Tina can tell us the trends that are coming up. She should be able to tell us the color schemes that we can look for in the spring, the trends of the jewelry. And so the customized jewelry that she's providing for us, she shows up as the expert in that area. Okay. Know your product and know your industry. Some of that you just got to spend time learning. It's not just going to drop out the sky. If you started a new business in a particular industry, you got to show up as the expert. And the only way to show up as the expert is to learn, to continually grow, and make sure you understand your product, understand your service, understand your industry, understand the trends, know what's coming, know what's outdated, know when to shift, and don't be afraid of change. You show up as the expert. You recommend to me what it is that I should wear with what I have on if you're selling accessories, right? I remember I would go into the store. So let me tell you a secret about me. I don't like to shop. So I don't like to go into the store and spend hours shopping. I don't like to go into the mall and spend hours shopping. Even before COVID, I just never liked shopping. And so I would walk into this local store, and they know me. I live in a real small area, so the people here know me. And when I would come in, they know I don't like to shop, so they would say, what event are you shopping for? So if I had to do a speaking engagement, if it was a keynote, if we were going on vacation, it was a church event, I would tell them. I would tell the ladies, because the same ladies been working there like 15, 20 years. I tell the ladies, I remember even when I was in college and I needed job interviews, they would suit me up. They would fit me with suits, the scarf, because scarves were in style then. The jewelry, I would walk in and look at the mannequin and say, I want everything she got on. The jewelry, everything, because I didn't know how to match things up. And so they would say, okay, go over there. What color are you looking for? And they would just pull the clothes. They would pull the accessories. They would pull the shoes, literally everything. I'd walk in there and whatever they brought me, if it fit and it was flattering, I would buy it. That's what I mean by show up as the expert. If you're running a boutique, you should be like the man at the suit store that my husband goes to. You walk in the suit store, he said, oh, you're a 44 long. They can kind of look at you and know what size you wear. I know y'all have been in those type stores, and you don't mind shopping with them because guess what? They're right. They've done it enough where they can look at you and tell what's going to look good on you, look at you and tell your size and everything. So you're trying to get new customers. When you're talking to people, show up as the expert. Know your industry. Know your trends. The second tip for tonight is scrolling across the bottom. Be honest and listen. Be honest. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. A lot of times remember I always tell you, don't make programs and don't try to make sales from a place of lack. Like, oh, I got this bill that's due, so I got to run out here and do this. Because when you start running your business that way, you attract lack to you. You attract what it is you're putting out. You don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. And so you don't try to build your business from that place. But if you try to build your business from a place of lack, that's when you begin to overpromise and underdeliver. You'll begin to accept clients, or you'll begin to say that you can do things that you are not sure that you can do things that you're not even qualified to do. And so somebody pays you for a service or they pay you for a product and then you can't deliver it. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Tina. That's what you got to do. You got to do your research. In order to show up as an expert, it's a learning curve. You just got to learn. You got to stay ahead. You got to know the trends. You got to know what is coming and what's working for you. So be honest with your people. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. And then listen. And this is something that has really helped me, because I don't think I'm a salesperson. I I like to listen to the needs of my clients. And if I think I can help them, then I offer a solution. If I don't think I can help them, then I will refer them to somebody else. And I just believe that it's enough people out there where all of us can be successful and we don't have to fight over customers. So when you listen to the needs of your clients and you provide them a solution of what it is that they're offering for, that's not just selling. Don't look at it as selling. You are offering a solution to a problem. That's what I do in my service-based business. When I would walk into that store and I had an event that was coming up, when they would sell me the suit, the jacket, the pants, the shirt, the necklace, the earrings, the bracelet, the shoes, the scarf, I bought it all. Now, if they were working on commission, they would have made a good commission. But I didn't look at it that way. They helped me with a solution. I had a problem. The problem was that I had an event and I had the content and I knew what to say. And when I stood before that audience, I could show up as an expert, but I needed to look like I knew what I was talking about before I even got there. And that's where they came in. They provided me with that solution because that was an area of weakness of mine. And that's what I'm telling you to do. Do your customers know you? I know a lot of times we like to keep our whole lives a secret, which is, there's some good in that. But it's okay every now and then to allow people to get to know you. What is it about you? Do Fun Fact Friday. Hey there, do Fun Fact Friday, FACT, and tell them something about you. I did a fun fact a few months ago over on Instagram, because that's a new platform for me. And so I did a fun fact over there, and I was and I was singing, and they were like, "Wait a minute, what's going on? Why did we know you could sing?" So it was just a Fun Fact Friday, so that they can know something else about me. I'll share about my grandchildren, just so that people can know, like, and trust you. Your customers need to know you. They need to like you. And they most of all need to trust you, because they're not going to prepay for anything if they don't trust you. We're also in a product-based business. And there were several people that said, if y'all doing this, I know it's legit. And so it was because, what in essence, what they were saying was, we trust you. And so when your people trust you, when your customers trust you, they will be repeat customers. So if you manipulate them or you pressure them to buy, they may buy from you, but they won't be repeat customers. And in order for you to build longevity in your business, you need repeat customers. And you need customers that will tell their friends, who will tell their friends, and that's how you grow your business. So number one, will show up as the expert. Number two is be honest and don't talk so much. Listen. How can you provide a custom experience for me if you don't even know what I need? You got to ask the right questions and listen to your customers. And then the third thing that you need to do, and I can stay here on number three a long time, is rolling across the bottom of your screen, is be confident. Be confident in who you are and the service that you provide. Be confident in the solution that you provide for your customers, for your clients. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in your vision. And be confident in the solution that you provide. Okay, be confident in yourself, be confident in your vision, and be confident in the solution. Because I can trust you. Can I trust you with what it is that I need? And the only way I can do that is because you're confident. I'll give you an example. I remember back in 2016, it was when I had the first surgery on my neck. And it was going to be, the doctor was so nervous. And he was like, I think we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to cut you from this end to this end. And he was going on and on and on. And he was so nervous. And he called in his colleague to come in and give another consultation. But he was so nervous, he made me nervous. So when I left, I called a friend and they referred us to another city. And so I ended up having that procedure done in another city. And that doctor was like, oh, we can do that in the office. You know, he was so confident, and all the fears that I had immediately went away. Did my surgery change? No, it was the same surgery. The difference was the confidence of the person that was delivering it. And that's what I want you to understand when it comes to you as an entrepreneur. There may be 20 people doing the exact same thing that you do, but if you show up as the expert, if you are honest and trustworthy, if you listen to the needs of the client and you show up confident, that's something that sets you apart from the other people. We don't compete with other people. The only thing we want to do is be a better version of us. I want to provide a better solution for my clients. So make sure that you are confident, and nothing sells like confidence. Somebody drop that in the comments. Nothing sells like confidence. I promise you. Think of some of the people, the independent entrepreneurs that you shop with. Think of why you buy from them. I'm not talking about someone that you know, that your friend, and you're just trying to support your friend. There's a couple of people that I buy from that I've never met. Never, ever, ever, ever met. I only know them on social media, but they have a whole nother level of confidence about the product and service that they provide. So it makes me feel confident enough to trust them to provide that service for me. Okay. Be confident that you can add value to your customers. That's where the pricing comes in. Because a lot of times we struggle with our pricing because we're not confident that we can add value. We're thinking we may overpromise and underdeliver. The reason we feel that way is because we lack confidence. And sometimes that confidence comes from preparation. You just got to do your homework. Just like we talked about in the beginning, do your homework to know your industry, to know the trends, to know what's selling and what's not selling, to know what's outdated, to know when to change. It makes a difference. Be confident. And then there's two things that will steal your confidence. Two things. It's more than two, but I'm going to mention two things and we'll be done tonight. The first one is a low self-image. Low self-image will rob you of confidence because because we don't think highly of ourselves. It translates into business. Remember, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you're not confident in who you are as a person, when you take on business and other people start saying stuff and asking questions, sometimes they may be asking questions for clarity, but because of lack of self-confidence, you think it's a personal attack. And so a confidence stealer, my mentor, John Maxwell, says a confidence buster is low self-image. And so you have to make sure that you begin to look at yourself differently. As an entrepreneur, make sure you spend some time in personal growth and development. Spend some time building yourself up. Spend some time with other entrepreneurs where you're in a place where it's expected for your business to succeed, where you're in a safe place where you can share the testimonies about what has happened in your business and the praise reports and how you've overcome obstacles, how you tried something new and it worked out. And you're in a place where we expect you to grow. We expect you to win. That's a totally different atmosphere. You know, you're sharing with your family and friends about what you're doing in your business, and they're not really excited about it. They love you, they support you, but they're not thinking business. But when you get in a group of other entrepreneurs and you share those same things, the whole atmosphere is different because we was waiting on you to tell us how God showed up and showed out in your business. Everything is different when you're in that type of atmosphere. And another thing that will steal your confidence is fear. Fear of what people say, fear that you're not going to, fear of what people say, fear that you're not going to give the right answer, fear that you're not going to be accepted, fear that you're going to make mistakes, fear that you're going to make mistakes. Let me tell you something. I say this all the time. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. Go ahead and give yourself permission to make mistakes. There's no way you're going to build a successful business without a mistake being made. It's going to happen. When you make a mistake, you simply apologize for it. If it affected a client, you learn from it and you build upon it and you keep moving. You keep growing. You know, the best business ideas have come from mistakes. Some of the coolest inventions were not done on purpose. They were trying to do something else and somebody made a mistake, and then it's like, voila, here we are. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of growth. Don't say things like, what if I fail? say, what if I succeed? I can't do that. I'm going to learn to do that. You see the difference in the mindset? That's why personal growth and development is so important, because you have to change your thought process. And some people are just negative. They don't even realize they're negative because everybody around them is negative. And so the negativity seems normal until you get in a different environment and you realize, oh, that's why things are not moving forward. Because out of one side of your mouth, you're saying, Lord, bless my business. And the other side of your mouth, you're saying, this can't work, because our words have power. And so that's why I wanted to share these things with you on today. Let your customers get to know you to the point where they can trust you. They know you, like you, and trust you. You want to build repeat customers. Let them know that you're happily married. If that's relevant, depends on who you're trying to connect with. I have a new client that is have a program for moms. And so in her launch, what did she talk about? Herself as a mother and her struggles as a mom and how she overcame that as a mom. Is relevant because that's who she works with, mothers. So let the people get to know you. If you're selling a product or a service, tell us about it. You should be the first partaker of your product or your service. I can't sell those juices. I remember back in the day, they should try to get me to sell that brown juice, and I would drink it. I didn't like it. So I'm not going to sell something that I don't like, because now I got to lie to you and tell you that it worked. And I don't know if it worked because I wasn't going to drink it, right? I have to tell you what somebody else told me. So be authentic, be honest. Number one, work on your growth. Show up as the expert. Number two, be honest at all times. Build your business with integrity and listen to the needs of your customers. And number three, be confident. If you can do those three things, you'll begin to build trust with your customers, and you should begin to see a difference. I love you, and I'll be back again on tomorrow. Don't forget, our masterclass is on Saturday. No, it's not. Our masterclass is on Sunday, on the 13th, and I would love for you to be there with us to make sure you have your foundation in place. This is a $250 class, but since Black Friday, it's been $99, and I've left it at $99. So make sure you jump in there and get your registration in. You just click the link. I'll put it in the comments. I'll put the direct link in the comments after this live video, so you can just go and secure your spot. Again, I'll share with you my screen. I have a presentation that I'll give you. I'm going to give you links. I'm going to give you all kinds of tools and resources. Now, you got to leave the video. After training is over, you got to go do the work. But I'm going to give you the blueprint. I'm going to give you some tools, some resources, places to go to help you make things a little bit easier. We're even going to practice your speech, where you're talking to people and telling them about the product and service that you provide, and the results that people will get of doing business with you. So it's really engaging, and we'll connect with each other, and you're going to connect with some other business owners. I'm telling you, being in an environment with other business owners changes everything, because we expect you to win. Y'all have a great night.